Ah, Falmouth, the part of the Cape many breeze past in a rush to get further into the sandy abyss that is Cape Cod. Stuck in traffic jams down Route 6, humming and hoeing as they seek the solitude of Chatham, Wellfleet, P-Town, and more. Little do they know, they are missing out on the significantly warmer ocean waters of the Vineyard Sound. Picturesque landscapes, beautiful hiking trails, hidden beaches, and a town that doesn't simply shut off when the weather turns tough in New England. That's right, Falmouth has reinvented itself as a year-round town over the past decade plus. It also features some of the best restaurants in the entire Cape, as well as 2 walkable downtowns. Perhaps the best part of this often skipped over Cape Town is that it showcases the illusion of ocean sunsets on the East Coast. If you do nothing else but come here to experience the fiery ball in the sky as it seemingly drops over the ocean's edge, you would likely leave satisfied with your decision to travel here. The beautiful Shining Sea bike path is a perfect way to explore Woods Hole, Falmouth Center, and the coast. Bring your own bikes, rent a town, or simply walk. It's a friendly multi-recreational pathway that combines a solid calorie burn with scenic views and plenty of options to jump in the ocean along the way. Falmouth itself is a dog-friendly town. As always, we have Lula with us, and if she can't go, we don't go. But we had no trouble finding dog-friendly restaurants like Pie in the Sky, Osteria La Chaveta, Hooked Bar and Grill, and a longtime favorite, Añejo. Beyond the aforementioned restaurants, Jim's Clam Shack is a staple of Falmouth. It's been there for nearly 55 years. The Falmouth Fish Market is top-notch, and the West Falmouth Market isn't too shabby either. But let's talk about hidden beaches for a minute. There's plenty in Falmouth, and while they're not all so easy to find, you just gotta realize that it doesn't say you can't park there. You can park there. As for this gem, sorry, we're not gonna be able to reveal the location on this video, but it's one of the many. Happy hunting. We met at a Middle East show when you were Luke Bose in the Locksteadies.
Yeah.
And that was over a decade ago.
Isn't that crazy?
There was the show trades train.
Right.
You come play in our town, we'll play in yours, and we'll see how it goes.
I was just thinking that we did a lot of show trades that were either one-sided or, like you said, you go there and they didn't have a fan base in their own town. So, because that was always a dream, and it should have been easy.
When you think back to it, what has been the coolest experience, the moment that you look at and you just say, that's kind of surreal that I did that?
Man, you know what was one of the, and it wasn't even the show necessarily, just the whole experience was playing Boston Calling and stuff. Being backstage and seeing well, that's Metallica. Metallica didn't have a trailer. They had a little compound back there.
In addition to writing some of the catchiest music you'll ever hear, Luke is a member of the local polar plunge team. And no, I'm not talking about once a year. I'm talking about 4 times a month, every month of the year. Yes, people, that includes January and February. So while this 54-degree ocean water took my breath away, it may as well be the Caribbean to Luke. He's out there swimming around like it's his own personal heated pool. Sometimes in the early spring, the ocean can really knock down the air temperature at the coast. This was one of those days. It barely crested 60 at the coast, but just a few miles inland, it was in the 70s. We used that as an excuse to head over to Ryder Conservation Land in Sandwich. It's only about 20 minutes from Falmouth Center, but it features some absolutely stunning hiking trails, sandy coastlines along Mashpee Pond, and an unbelievable beech tree forest, pictured here. Sadly, beech trees, much like the ash trees, are facing potential catastrophic wipeout in Massachusetts via BLD and BBD. That's beech leaf disease and beech bark disease. That means stunning showcases like this may be a thing of the past if the folks that are smarter than me can't figure out how to stop the microscopic foliar nematodes that are causing this disease. All of that to say, if you're a tree lover like us, get out and enjoy the beautiful forest while you can. You never know what you got until it's gone. But let's talk about Lula. She had a little paw injury earlier in the week, but you can't keep a happy dog down. Here she is, getting back at it, making us happy, living her best life. Can't go wrong with a little Lula time. Falmouth has a lot to offer, but like all towns in Cape Cod, once you hit Memorial Day weekend, the population balloons and the charm fades as the masses overcrowd the area. We recommend visiting in the off-season if you can. It might be a little colder, but it's a whole lot more peaceful. We believe in immersion over observation. You won't find us at a gated resort or following the crowds to the nearest tourist trap. Instead, we seek the hidden, live like locals, and embrace the unknown. We started SOC to encourage a fundamental shift in perspective. We're here to help you move away from being a mere visitor and towards becoming a true traveler. It's time to stop following the map and start following the feeling. Our last stop on this adventure are the Spore Gardens. It's only 6 acres, but it certainly packs a punch. The early spring blooms are stunning, but you can't go wrong in the midst of summer or fall either. Plenty of evergreens, plenty of year-round blooms. You just can't beat this stunning place. Well, that's a wrap for another episode of Slightly Off Course. The next time you catch a full episode, we'll be in Vermont, spending the next several weeks up in the middle of nowhere. Enjoy, and as always, stay off course.